When I finished my aerospace and started working, I think it was after 3 years, I told my dad that I wanted to do a tattoo, not as a full time, at least as a, part time. So he told me, what is tattoo? Like, it's not the professional or a good field. So he told me, no, this is not, like, I won't accept it. So if you want to do, you can do it, but after marriage, if your husband agrees. Hi, myself Thara. I'm basically from Bangalore. So I'm an aerospace engineer and I have 5 years experience on the same field. So thing is why I chose tattoo field is because when I was in 12th or degree time, because of the boring lecture, I just took a pen and I started making some designs on my hand, and which is when people started calling me tattoo. Like it is one of my nickname. So since then I like doing drawings. It was like from the childhood, but I didn't go to any drawing school to learn or any such thing. I was doing on my own technique. I don't know if it's right or wrong. Since then, I had this in my mind, like I have to do tattoo. But there was one more passion, or the one which I liked a lot. That's aerospace. So I finished that for 4 years. Then I worked for 5 years. Then later on, because of this COVID reason and my personal issue, so I had to quit the job. That is when I got this, okay, anyways, I'm at home, let me do something which is really good. So that is when I thought, okay, let me take tattoo as serious and do it as a career. But since then, I didn't search for academy because I had no idea there is a school or there is an institution where they'll teach about tattoo. So I even went to a few studios in person and I spoke to them regarding the internship and all. They said there are like 3 months, 6 months internship wherein they don't teach any basic. It's directly on the skin pad or on the skin. So I didn't feel much comfortable. So when I saw I saw the Aliens Academy or the studio, I felt it is good because the outcome of anybody or the artist, it was so intricate, like the intricate level of the tattoos and all. It was very impressive for me. So then I contacted one of the alien people. So they gave me all the procedure, how it is done, like the infrastructure, how it is. So I opted for diploma 6 months course wherein they teach each and everything from the basic. It's like the fundamental. So the 6 months period is very sufficient, and everybody is very friendly, jovial, and when there is any doubts or if you have any questions, any regarding the same, right, you can ask any of the mentors or anybody because they are such a friendly people. You ask, they come and they solve it. They say this is the technique, this is how it is done. Because even if you want to do any type of difficult or advanced tattoos in the future, the main is the fundamentals. If you don't know how to do a sharp, crisp line, then you won't get the good result. So that is why these people basically, they focus on the fundamentals. In the starting, they teach you about the basics, that is line, circles, and shading, the texture given. But all these are on the paper using the pencil. So they don't just give the pencil just like, how you hold and all. There are ways of techniques or methods how to be used, so that we don't feel that much difference when we use the tattoo machine. It's almost the same, only the the weight matters, but you don't feel much. So once you're done with everything, right, so next procedure is they give you the skin pad. It's a synthetic skin pad where it almost works like the skin, because you can't directly work on the skin directly, because you have to know how much deep the needle goes, so if that will damage the real skin or not. So that is why these people provided a skin pad, and that is how basically it works. So whatever technique you learn from the paper and pencil, same you are applying it on a skin pad using a tattoo machine. So then you get to know how it is used, what kind of strokes you can give and all. So once you are done with all these, then you go to the real skin. So actually real skin is a lot better once you are done with the skin pad, because the level of difficulty to get the ink deposited on the skin pad is much difficult when compared to the real skin. So you won't feel, real skin is so difficult. It's really so easy. And there's a saying like, one step at a time. So you learn, and the next step, when it gets harder, what are the things that you have, the basics. You can do it. So I'll take this tattoo as my career in my future, because I feel it is good, because I love tattoo, I love drawing. And if you're good at something, I think you have to stick to it. That is what passion means about. When I finished my aerospace and I started working, I think it was after 3 years, I told my dad that I wanted to do a tattoo, not as a full-time, at least as a, part-time. So he told me, what is tattoo? Like, it's not the professional or a good field. So he told me, no, this is not, like, I won't accept it. So if you want to do, you can do it, but after marriage, if your husband agrees. So the year passed. After 6 years, I got married. I told my husband about this. So he said, yes, you can, because he likes tattoo. So if I learn tattoo, he'll get an artist, like, full time, so he can get whatever tattoos he wants. Now, after I started doing my tattoo, because my parents, in-laws and my husband are my major support. Like, my dad used to say no, but now after looking after, my works and all, he says, like, why didn't you join before? Because see, many people have their potential on doing how good they are at skills, but if you don't get a good platform here, like, you can't succeed with that. But these people, they help you a lot. There are a lot of creativities inside you, but they know how to get it out. You know what I mean, right? So these people are very good, I'm telling you. So I would say Aliens is the best, and I would love to stay in Aliens if they permit so, because you don't feel it's some different kind of studio. You have such great, good, professional type of feel around. The environment is so good, so friendly. So for the every female artist, I would say there is a saying, from others, like, male and females are equal and all, but when it comes to tattoo industry, people might say it's not the same. But I'm saying the way this alien people see us is totally different. It's all the same. They treat male and female as equal, because they look into the skill, not the gender. And here I am. Yes, in the starting I had no much confidence how my work would be, but now I'm very confident. Yes, I can do, I can achieve something in tattoo career. Thank you.